So this is week 2 of my garden. The first week I basically just spread out all that mulch there. We had a big pile of mulch left over from a delivery that we had a while back, so I basically just spread it out and have been pulling out any weeds that pop up from under it. I planted some tomatoes, but they died after we got an unexpected freeze. So we hopefully are out of the cold now. We'll see. Hopefully we won't get any more freezes. But yes, I went ahead and replanted some tomatoes already. Have tomatoes all up here and some more here. That one there died for some reason. I think there might be ants, so I'm gonna have to deal with that. Still have some more weeding to do, obviously, and I need to get them staked up before they get too big. So that'll be my next project, is putting in some kind of support for the tomatoes there. Over here, I have some dwarf watermelon planted in that mound. I have corn and green onions planted all in there. Or I'm sorry, carrots and green onions. Corn is over here in this little area. I never have good luck growing corn, so we'll see if that turns out. And then all in between the tomato plants, I have little basil seeds planted. Basil and tomatoes are supposed to grow really well, and I think basil might ward off some pests, so we'll see if that helps. I also have chives and green onions planted along here, which are also supposed to help ward off pests. I have some, what is that there? That is a squash. I can't remember what kind of squash though. So that will grow up that little support there. And then I have peppers here. That one's a jalapeno. That one's died with the frost, but it's coming back. It's one of those chili pecans or something like that. They grow really well here, so it'll be just fine, even though it looks dead. You can see it's coming back just fine. Jalapeno, and then just a purple, that one right there is just a California purple, something like that. Never had it, so we'll see. All along here on the edge of the bed, I have garlic and chives, and then on this edge of the bed right here, I have some strawberry plants. The frost got a couple of them, but I think that they'll grow back just fine. See, this one was completely dead, but it's still got some life there. This is the only one that I think I actually lost, but I'm gonna give it a little bit more time. It might be coming back. We'll see. And what else? I think that's all that I've planted so far. Whoops. So, hopefully the seedlings will start coming up in the next week or two. Besides that, I've just been weeding, been pulling out tons and tons and tons of weeds along the border, trimming. See, all these little guys gotta go, so I've just been trimming branches as I go, trying to kind of clear my pathways. And then over here I have a fig tree planted that was gifted to me. You can see it right here, the little bud. So I'm really excited about that. I have another one to plant, but I haven't decided on the location yet. And these weeds, you see them everywhere. They're just taking over all over the place. It's actually just wild carrot, though, which, let's see if I can get it out here in one. You gotta be careful because wild carrot looks like some poisonous plants. But you pull it up and it's got this big, this one's kind of on the smaller side, but they've got these tubular roots, and if you snap them open, they're not as crispy as normal carrots, they're more woody, but they smell just like a carrot. So, yeah, and the top looks like carrot. Like I said, you gotta be careful though. You can't eat them though. But they are everywhere. I've pulled up a couple that were actually the size of normal carrots almost. But for the most part, they just have these fairly little roots. There we go. See? Not as big as a normal carrot, but it does smell very strong of carrot. Yep. Alright. Besides that, I've cleared out weeds around my roses here. It's hard to tell because I just drop them right where I clear them from, so this looks like a lot of weed, but it's actually just dead weeds on top of the ground. So basically kind of like a mulch. So I've got some rows there, and I've got lots more weeding to do around. It's a ton of weeding, but right now everything is very tender, so you can really just get in there and pull a lot of it at a time, and it's really not difficult. So yeah, just clearing out all the weeds. And then I have some flowers and citrus planted as well on the other side of the house. I'll show you that later. But that's basically it for week 1.